Good day and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to just explain the swing. Common mistakes I see people making when it comes to kettlebell swings. Generally squatting your swing is what I call it. So you just really don't understand the movement in the kettlebell swing on which way your hips should go. So I'll show you an example of what I do see on a regular basis as a coach with my female clients. So, kettlebell is here, so basically with the swing, people are just bringing their hips down and pulling the kettlebell up. So it's squatting and pulling, squat. You can see that form here. So you're squatting downwards. Alright, so the swing is not like a squat movement. Swing is to work your hips, so it's to work your bum muscles and your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Okay, so what I do to train this with clients is basically this is a kettlebell. Now you can use something lighter, but it's a good starting point. So try and get you to learn the hinge exercise basically. You don't have to use weight. I'm going to show you the kettlebell anyway. So just grabbing the kettlebell nice and strong, and feet are under my hips, they're a little bit wider, and basically just push my bum back towards the wall. Okay, I'm going to feel a stretch in the back of my legs there, my hamstrings and my glutes, my bum muscles, and then I'm going to push my feet to the floor and stand. Okay, so I'm pushing back my bum, and I can't go back anymore, and then stand. So back. And I'm also working my breathing at this stage too, because that's something that's very important for your kettlebell swing, is your breathing. Okay, so even on my hinge exercise here, I'm going to basically go from taking a deep breath in, bracing my abs, and pushing back my bum, and then breathe out when I come up. Okay, so I'll show you now in the form of the swing. The way I hinge back my hips forward, backwards and forward, and I work my breathing with that as well. Okay, so I'll show you an example here. So my feet a bit wider than my hips or shoulders, and just pulling the kettlebell back through the hips and driving this forward. Loading those hamstrings. Okay, so what you're doing from there basically, you're driving your hips backwards, you're basically putting tension into your hamstrings, the back of your legs and your glutes as well. Alright, and just take an elastic band, you stretch it and let it go, and it recoils. Okay, so that's the same thing with your swing. Let your hips back, okay, everything tightens up, and then when you come forward, it recoils like the elastic band, and your hips does the movement. That prevents you from using your shoulders with the swing. Because when you have basically the kettlebell up around shoulder height, you should almost feel like it's floating in the air. Okay, so very, very little shoulder pulling at all, or activity. Alright, the only thing you're just going to hold it up here up top and it comes up. That's it. And as I said, the breathing is probably the most important thing too. When you're coming down, you're taking that deep breath in when you come down, so a big brace, and then when you come up, you're going to let all that air out. Now they have to be quick and short breaths, okay? They can't be like really long, you know what I mean? So it's like this. So into your nose, out your mouth on the way up. And the reason for that too is to try and get a good connection between you, your mind, your brain, your body basically. Let your body know you're moving, but also to let your core and all that to tighten up when the weight's coming downwards. Okay, because you're going to be loading all the muscles when you come downwards. Alright, so you want to make sure everything is straight and strong and tight, because you don't want your back to be taking the load. Okay, you want your core, all the back muscles start tightening up, and your core muscles have to tighten up to support good movement and keep the exercise nice and safe for you. I said you want to be exercising for a long time, not a short time. Yeah, so they're the kind of tips on the swing that I kind of wanted to go through. The common mistakes I do say to people, don't squat your swing. Okay, you have to learn to hinge, hips forward and back, and build one thing at a time. So start your hinge, and then build up to your breathing with the hinge, and then actually get into the movement of the swing with a lighter weight, and build it up over time. And when you start building up confidence, start adding some weight, and start getting some extra work in. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll chat to you soon.